Are we live now?
I think so.
Where's the countdown started? Or are we actually live?
We'll see in a second.
I can't tell. Let me refresh the page.
Okay.
It's going to be on a delay.
7 seconds.
Hello, viewers. Welcome to the
Oh,
musical
there-
without
there-
a
Oh, there we go. There
It's
we
going
go.
to begin with me walking into the frame, asking if we are actually currently live, which is, hopefully that is the case. Otherwise, they are not hearing this message. Yes?
Yes. I would say so. Anyway, hello to everybody who is...
Can everybody hear us? Maybe we should monitor the chat to make sure that they can.
That's a good
hear
idea.
us.
Yeah.
If everybody speaks at the volume that they're speaking,
Can you hear us?
can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Also, Alex, can you play a little bit of the piano and sing and let us know if you can hear Alex?
Oh, and sing? Sorry.
Yeah, that's kind
That
of...
was the Super Mario theme in the
Well,
key
not
of
really.
Mario. What are the viewers in the chat?
Well, let's see what the chat is saying. They're saying we can hear... yeah, everyone can hear us. That's terrific. All right.
Right.
Nice.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the MWCA Vault read-through of KARL at the Pizzeria. If you look behind us, you see artwork commissioned by our friend Say.
We commissioned Say for the work.
Yes, we commissioned Say. I've been saying that.
You're saying it wrong.
I just started working at Jungle Cruise at Disneyland again today, so the puns are going off. Anyway, so there's a lot of context to this script. I will give the context very quickly. I have to thank 3 cast members. I have to thank Rosemary, Alex, and Julia for very different reasons. Starting with Rosemary, she came up with a morbid theory when we were doing character work on the original MWCA that, what was the context that, like, all of the agents' parents were murdered by OWCA, and that's how they recruited them? Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much? Cool. So there was that theory. Julia ended up, while filming MWCA, having to go to a pizzeria with her family in full KARL makeup, which then prompted her to post the original KARL the Pizzeria meme in our Discord server. And then Alex decided to combine both of those things and write an original KARL the Pizzeria song, which has become a meme in our friend group, and we uploaded it to the MWCA Vault. Fast forward to a couple years later, we're in Tennessee, we film a live version of the song, and YouTube user and TikTok user Bag of Groceries commented, "Wow, someone should write a spec script of this pilot."
It was a terrible idea.
Yeah. And now we're here. No, but the thing is, I'm a writer, and I like writing pilots and spec scripts, especially of Phineas and Ferb projects. Alex and I have actually collaborated on a couple of Phineas and Ferb scripts just for fun, written some songs together. And what especially drew me to writing KARL the Pizzeria is because if there's anything MWCA does really well, it's committing so hard to a bit, even when barely any people ask for it. Oh, wait.
Speaking of...
Ben is coming. We're going to give him a round of applause.
Oh. Should we let him know that we're live before we clap for him?
I think he knows.
We're live, by the way.
Ben, we're live.
I'm glad. I thought you were dead.
All right. You're going to be on camera
Yeah,
right now.
Come in further so they can see.
Am I in frame?
Barely.
How about now?
You go.
Don't be afraid.
Anyway,
Am I in frame?
yes, you're in frame.
Yeah.
Am I? Where's the camera?
Right, it's the phone.
Is this the camera?
Yeah.
That's the camera?
Yeah, you got it. Anyway, MWCA and our friend group is known for committing to bits that are so dumb and doing them on a massive scale. And I think KARL the Pizzeria is the ultimate bit. I mean, it started off with Julia going to a pizza place and then Alex writing a full song, and now we're at a pilot. So thank you, Bag of Groceries, for the suggestion, and thank you, MWCA, for just continuing to commit to the bit. And thank you all for joining us on this.
Did you just thank a bag of groceries for the suggestion?
I did. I thank a Bag of Groceries. So the main cast that you're seeing here today is Julia is going to be playing KARL at the Pizzeria. Andrew is going to be playing Major Monogram. Amber is going to be playing Sophia, the owner of the pizzeria, and also controlling the puppet for Perry the Platypus. Alex is going to be reading stage directions and playing
The piano.
The piano. I forgot the name. And I am going to be playing basically every other character, with the exception of a character in the first scene, which I'm forcing Ben to play.
Yay!
So,
I literally just walked into this.
yeah, literally just walked in. So we'll have Ben exit off to the side.
Oh,
You'll have a
okay.
grand entrance. You'll know when it
All
is. Do we have any questions? Not from y'all, but from y'all before we start? No?
I guess not.
No? Okay, great. Cool. That was easy.
If anyone has questions in the chat,
If anyone has questions,
we can't see them.
let us
Yeah.
know.
Maybe we'll answer them one day.
And Alex, if you want to give us like a little small intro,
Ben, you can monitor chat if you want.
you
I
can.
can?
Just on that laptop.
Oh.
Yeah, Ben's gonna be monitoring the chat.
So guys,
Oh.
don't say anything mean about Ben.
Yeah, you can say it about us, but if you say it about Ben, I'll see
You
it.
said him in the first scene, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you where. Just Alex, everybody take it away. I'll let
All right,
Ben
here
know.
we go.
And we now present, say it with me, KARL at the Pizzeria. I'm dressed like a director.
I'm on page 5.
Alright, cold open. Exterior, Auka secret headquarters, early morning. A not so discreet building sits in the sun with a sign that reads, Auka secret headquarters. Pay no attention to this sign. A secret agent wearing a jetpack and a fedora soars above the building and lands on the roof. He lands in a kneeled pose and lifts his face to reveal he's Agent P, or Perry the Platypus. He holds a piece of paper.
Agent P!
Perry finds the sunroof and jumps down inside. Interior, Auka secret headquarters, continuous. Perry lands in the exact same kneeled pose and lifts his head once again.
Agent P! Again!
He passes by a cubicle where we see KARL, early 20s, typing away at a laptop. He hums the tune of Gitchy Gitchy Goo. Perry knocks on the wall of his cubicle. KARL turns around.
Oh, hey Agent P, how'd the Dr. MORONOBERG mission go?
Wait, is there a button that does it?
I don't know if they can hear it though.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
Yeah.
You can? Wait, I'll just do the Perry sound effects off to the side, I guess.
Alright. He points to his piece of paper.
Major Monogram? Oh, he's by the printer. We're halfway through my internship and I need to send a couple documents to my school in order to get credit for it.
Perry simply walks away mid-sentence.
Oh, okay. Good talk, Agent P.
He turns back to the computer.
Such is the life of an intern. Always doing the grunt work. Never thanked.
Perry walks over to a printer where Major Francis Monogram, 50s, stands opening and closing various trays and doors.
Do I have the same script as you?
Page 2.
It's double-sided, Andrew.
It's double-sided! No, that can't be it. How? Geez, why are all printers so confusing? They didn't even realize it was double-sided.
He hits the printer and a bunch of paper spit out into his face. He turns around amidst the commotion and sees Perry.
Ah, Agent P, I'm assuming your mission to take down the evil Dr. MORONOBERG went well.
Perry gives a so-so gesture with his hands.
So, I mean, you defeated him, right?
Perry nods.
Well, then, that's all that matters. Nice work, Agent P.
He hands Monogram a piece of paper.
What's this? Your 2 weeks' notice? You're leaving the agency?
Perry shrugs.
Well, I'm just confused. Why would you leave after all these years?
Perry points to a picture on the wall of him kicking Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz in the face. Monogram sighs.
Ah, you miss Doof, don't you?
Perry sadly nods. Monogram kneels down to him.
I can't say I'm surprised. In the 20 years I've been here, I've seen plenty of agents feel empty after their first nemesis finally turned to the good side. And if this is your decision, then there's nothing I can do except thank you for your service with this agency and for all your years of hard work. Good luck, Agent B. Monogram out.
Perry smiles and salutes him back. He begins to leave and then turns back around to hug his leg. Monogram hugs back.
We're gonna miss you, Agent P. Oh, but before you go, can you show me how to work this printer? I can't seem to figure out how it works.
Perry rolls his eyes and presses a single button. The pages begin printing.
Oh, that was actually very easy. Final mission accomplished.
Agent P! For the last time!
He salutes him one final time and Perry runs off. Monogram grabs the papers and walks over to KARL's cubicle.
KARL, I believe these are all the forms I had to print, correct? A record of all the hours you worked, reference letter for future employment, and the internship completion form, right?
KARL looks over them excitedly.
Yes, sir. Oh man, I can't believe I'm almost done with my 6th summer internship at ALCA. I've had the time of my life here.
Well, who knows? No promises, but maybe if things work out, you could get a job here, full-time, after graduation.
Really, sir?
I said no promises, all right?
Monogram begins to walk away when Carl's eyebrows raise.
Wait, sir, you were supposed to sign this final document here. It's the most important document one.
I'll sign it later today, Karl. It's still morning. I've got villains to fight. Well, actually, I have agents to tell which villains to fight.
But what if something happens and you're unable to sign it?
Karl, please. Nothing is going to happen to me or the agency by the end of the day. What could possibly go wrong?
At that moment, the windows on each side of the hallway shatter as FBI agents and policemen burst through. They tuck and roll and aim weapons at Monogram, who puts his hands up. The rest begin running through the building. A man in a suit, Agent Grabowski, barks out instructions.
All humans, put your hands up!
Karl puts his hands up. Monogram refuses.
What is going on here?
I'm Agent Grabowski from the United States government. Are you Major Francis Monogram?
He holds up a badge.
Speaking.
You're the director of the ALCA.
Well, I'm only in charge of this division. The director is...
Agent Grabowski slaps handcuffs onto Monogram.
You're under Major Francis Monogram. You are under arrest for animal cruelty, kidnapping, and unethical tactics in government agencies.
Sir, what's going on?
Well, the thing is that you just would have...
Monogram begins running away mid-sentence, only to be tackled by men hiding in a cubicle. He pounce on him as he runs past.
This man and this organization is responsible for the murders of several pets and animals and the subsequent kidnapping of their offspring to recruit members for this agency some 30 years ago.
He holds up a vintage photo of several dead animals in a burning pet shop, with men wearing ski masks carrying large duffel bags labeled MWCA.
What?
Karl, I swear I had nothing to do with it. I swear!
Your boss is being taken into custody, kid. In the meantime, I'd suggest you find another line of work. We're shutting this down.
But I need my internship credit!
Too bad, so sad. You snooze, you lose. Your boss is arrested, your frog is dissected. That one sounded better in my head. Anyway, shut her down, boys!
Shutters close as Monogram is hauled away. Exterior ALCA secret headquarters continuous. Monogram is being shoved into one of several black cars as helicopters circle the agency.
Sir, what are we going to do?
Everything will be okay, Karl. I'll handle it.
No, I meant about my internship form. You still need to sign it.
I'm in handcuffs, Karl. I can't sign anything right now.
What am I supposed to do for the rest of the summer?
I don't know, Karl. Find another job. Use the reference letter.
Grabowski slams the door, immediately hops in the car, which takes off along with the other cars and helicopters, leaving Karl standing there. He looks at his reference letter. Interior Mamma Mia Pizzeria later that day. A Korean woman, Sophia, sits at a desk and reads a piece of paper. On the walls behind her are several newspaper articles and photos advertising the success of Mamma Mia Pizzeria.
His work ethic and enthusiasm is unmatched, and I would highly recommend Karl for any future employment opportunities. Sincerely, Francis, no last name. Wow, that is certainly high praise. Welcome to Mamma Mia Pizzeria.
Karl sits in a chair, severely traumatized. He shakes her hand. She places a chef's hat on his head. He gulps.
Go.
But they found out that Alka murdered all the agents' parents. The organization was quickly discontinued. Monogram was jobless, traumatized, and quite embarrassed to be found in a scandal of such magnitude. Even though things could have been much better, he still wrote Karl a reference letter. Karl at the pizzeria, pepperoni, mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball. Did I mention that the pizzeria's at the mall? Karl at the pizzeria, the manager is named Sophia. Her family comes from Korea, vegan, Hungary, and she's never been complicit in the murder of animals, as far as I know. End of cold open. Act 1. Interior Mamma Mia Pizzeria later that day. A pizza pie dough is tossed up in the air, spinning like a flying saucer, until it lands back in the hands of Karl, who is now wearing a Mamma Mia Pizzeria apron. Sophia stands by him with a clipboard.
Nice.
Bada bing, bada boom.
He quickly squirts the dough with pizza sauce and sprinkles the entire pizza with mozzarella and pepperoni. He quickly packages it in a box and holds it up a la Bob's Big Boy.
Pepperoni, Mamma Mia.
Well done, Carl. I'm very impressed. In just an hour, you've mastered the art of pizza making, something that takes most employees at least an hour and a half.
Really, sir? and ma'am, sorry about that.
Carl looks around. The pizzeria is deserted.
Where are all of the other employees anyway?
Sophia begins walking to a nearby table.
Well, we're actually very understaffed at the moment. I'd blame it on the saying that nobody wants to work anymore, but we'd all know that it's just a boomer buzzword.
I knew I liked you. My last boss was a boomer, and trust me, once I found out what his real deal was, I couldn't get away any faster.
Carl sits down at a table with her.
Careful, my boomer parents are still the owners of this place.
Yeah.
So,
She points to a photo on the wall of her Korean parents, not smiling, in the exact same poses as American Gothic.
let's keep the boomer bashing to ourselves, okay?
Another alliteration. Boy, oh boy.
Sophia clears her throat and checks items on her clipboard.
Anyway, as far as your training goes, you're all set when it comes to pizza making.
Yes.
But you still have to pass your assessment for pizza delivery. Do you have a valid driver's license?
Yes, I do.
And are you capable of driving quickly to meet deadlines under intense pressure?
Carl's face zones out. Begin flashback montage. Various shots of Carl driving the undercover Alka-van disguised as an ice cream truck from the original Phineas and Ferb series play in rapid succession. End of flashback montage. Carl shakes it off.
I guess you could say that.
That's great. Tomorrow we'll pencil you in for delivery. It's a national pool party day, which is like a holiday for pizza places.
She points to a calendar on the wall with the date circled. A heavenly choral note is heard. That's pretty heavenly.
If you're able to successfully deliver all the pizzas tomorrow, you'll officially be a member of the Mamma Mia Pizzeria team.
She hands him his name tag. Carl eyes it with wonder.
Come in around noon, and we'll get you started.
Oh boy, thanks, Sophia.
Interior Googleplex Mall. Moments later, Carl leaves the pizzeria, wandering the halls of the mall, whistling when his phone rings.
Carl, he works the camera. Carl, he knows what all these buttons do. Carl.
Oh, my bad. He looks at his phone. It is a call from Major Monogram. His contact photo is him shaking his butt at the Christmas party. Carl declines the call and keeps walking. It rings again.
Carl, he works the camera. Carl, he knows what.
He once again declines the call and keeps walking. His phone rings a third time. He
Carl.
finally picks up.
What more could you possibly want with me, you fiend?
Interior jail cell continuous. Major Monogram in an orange jumpsuit sits on a hard bed on his cell phone.
Carl, great to hear from you.
Intercut between Carl and Monogram.
You called me!
Listen, I need you to swing by the jail today. I'm being framed and I could really use your help.
If you think I'd help you in any way, shape, or form after what you did, you can forget it.
He goes to hang up until Monogram's begging.
Wait, Carl! If you swing by, something that I didn't think was possible from the depths of the jail cell.
Oh, guys, we need to go back a while. Apparently, the last thing I heard was, wait, if you swing by the jail. So,
Are we back though?
I can't tell.
What page is that?
10.
We're back.
We're back!
Or no, 11.
Are we back?
Alright,
Yeah,
that's
we're
not,
back.
that's not
It's
that
not
far.
bad, it's just
This
a
is
page.
definitely post-spill.
Okay, somebody.
Thank you for not leaving, folks.
For those of you who stayed on, thank you for staying on. Glad that we figured this out. Thank you for your patience, everybody.
Where were we?
Page 11.
Page 11.
Alright.
Okay, we're back. We're going back
We're back.
to page 11. We're going to,
Monogram's on the phone trying to convince Carl not to hang out.
yeah, wait, Carl.
Wait, Carl! If you swing by, I can sign that internship completion form you need.
Carl's eyes narrow.
I'm listening.
Come over in half an hour, but we also have a lot we need to talk about.
Fine, but only for 5 minutes. Also, how are you calling me?
I smuggled my phone in. Pretty cool, right?
How did you...
That's none of your business, Carl.
Monogram hangs up as Carl sighs and walks to his car. Interior jail visiting room 1 hour later. Carl walks in, escorted by a prison guard. He passes windows of people talking to other inmates. One inmate is punching the glass repeatedly before he makes eye contact with Carl, who quickly looks away. The other inmate is standing on a chair, yelling like Tarzan. The final window has Monogram, who is simply sitting and playing a harmonica. He sees Carl and waves. The guard sits Carl down and hands him the phone.
All right, kid, you got 5 minutes. I'm voiced by Dan Povenmire.
Carl and Monogram each pick up the phone.
Carl, how you been, old buddy?
I saw you earlier this morning.
And what a day it's been. I've been learning how to play harmonica.
Monogram begins playing the intro to Piano Man.
It's a work in progress.
How can you do this, sir?
Well, it's easy. You just look at the numbers on these little holes and you breathe in
I
and
meant
out.
the
and-
murder of the agent's parents.
Oh, well, that makes way more sense given the context. Carl, you need to believe me. I've been framed and had nothing to do with any of what you saw. It's all a big conspiracy. Those photos of the agent's dead parents were taken years before I joined the OWCA.
I don't believe you.
Remember last week we celebrated my 20th year at the agency?
Cut to interior Alka break room. Last week, all of the animal agents are eating the anniversary cake like animals. Carl and Monogram wear party hats.
Wait.
Oh, what are you grabbing?
Party hats.
We interrupt this for...
Monogram's getting his party hat.
We interrupt this read through...
Emily O'Donnell in the chat is asking, what did she miss? So catch the audience up to speed so far.
Okay, basically, Carl needs an internship completion form signed, but they can't because Major Monogram is in jail for the murder of agent's parents. It's all a big conspiracy. He got a job at a pizzeria called Mamma Mia Pizzeria, pepperoni Mamma Mia.
That's what you missed on Carl at the Pizzeria.
This is a cutaway gag.
Oh man, I really wanted that cake.
Cut back.
Alright, wait, no, you have to put them back where you found them.
No,
Pass
please,
it to me.
oh my God.
Pass it to me. Carl sneers.
If you look closely at that photo from that government agent, you'll see that the duffel bags were made by Marsh Bags, which went out of business 21 years ago.
Sir, I don't have time for this. Can you just sign my form?
Yeah, about that, I actually don't have the form with me.
What?
If you just bring me a new one tomorrow, I will sign it for you.
Fine.
But only if you do me a favor. Just a tiny one.
What is it?
I need you to keep the agency alive and keep fighting evil for me while I'm trapped in the Huskow, while also trying to solve the mystery of who's behind this conspiracy and trying to frame me in order to prove my innocence and get the OWCA back up and running.
What?
I hid an emergency key under your doormat that should let you in.
I can't do this! What if the government tries to bust me?
Busted!
Then bring along Agent P. He's good. He'll have your back. But you can't tell him about any of this.
What about Monty? Doesn't he want to fight evil?
Ugh, don't even get me started on Monty. Last I heard from him, he left town to go join some boy band.
Cut to Monty Monogram is wearing flannel performing boy band choreography with the Lumberzaks.
Chop, 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 chop away at my heart.
Cut back. Carl rolls his eyes.
Sir, I can't do it. I have to deliver all these pizzas tomorrow, and I'm really...
Pizza delivery, the perfect cover.
No, I'm busy and still angry and...
Carl, look at me.
I am!
Have I ever steered you wrong?
Well, no, but...
You just need to trust me. Just do it for one mission. Just go in, bring back the original photograph and any other evidence you can find, okay?
Monogram puts his hand to the glass, and Carl awkwardly does the same.
Besides, I'm not signing that form if you don't do it.
Ugh, fine. One day only. But if anything bad happens, so I find out you're lying, I'm out.
Attaboy, Carl. And remember, don't tell Agent P what just happened. If you do, you'll get in trouble too.
Carl hangs up the phone and exits.
Oh, what are you saying by tomorrow? Could you bring me a slushy dog? Carl? Carl?
Exterior Flynn Fletcher household, same time. Perry sits on top of the backyard tree, sunbathing on a roof in sunglasses on a lawn chair. He starts reading a book called Long Book to Read When You Retire. Music, a slowed down version of Quirky Worky Song. Montage. Should I read all the montage?
Yeah, sure.
Montage. Perry takes a cake out of the oven that reads congrats on retiring and taking up baking. He takes a single bite and shrugs before covering his mouth to stop from vomiting. Number 2. Perry takes a swing of a golf club and gets a hole-in-one. He writes in his scorecard, which is listed as 1 for every square. He crochets a brown... I'm not saying numbers. He crochets a brown fedora, then tosses his fedora onto several other crocheted fedoras. He plays video games on the couch. When he sets the high score, the initials PTP appear for all 10 high scores. As nighttime approaches, he stretches on his long chair and rolls his eyes. He texts Doofenshmirtz, "You up?" Question mark. He finishes his retirement book, sadly looks around, and sighs. He climbs down the tree and walks into the house, switching from his hind legs to all 4 into his pet persona right before he enters the door. End of montage.
And imagine all of that with like a sooty up, booty up, dee-da-dee-da-dee-da, sooty up.
Yeah. Back in his pet persona, Perry curls up and begins to sleep on the couch. Who's Zach? Are you Phineas?
I'll be Phineas.
Alright.
Good night, Perry.
A tapping sound is heard on the window.
Agent P!
Perry's eyes jolt up. He looks and sees KARL waving through the window. Perry gets up and begins walking on his hind legs and walks into the backyard. Perry opens the door to see KARL. He crosses his arms.
Agent P! Agent P! Great to see you again. Listen, I need your help. I need you to go with me to headquarters tomorrow because I lost my ID and I need yours.
Perry's eyebrows raise.
And before you say no, I need you to come because MONOGRAM won't sign my internship completion form, and unless I go tomorrow to try to find some leftover party supplies.
His eyebrows furrow.
You know, for the retirement party.
Perry smiles at this.
Yeah, there's gonna be a cake and everything. And party
Perry
hat.
almost hurls again, thinking about his failed cake. He turns away from KARL.
Come on, look, I know it sounds stupid, but I really need that form signed. I could also use the company delivering pizzas.
Perry turns his head around.
Oh, yeah, I do that now too. So, wanna come with? I'll save you a slice.
Perry looks up at the top of the backyard tree. He sees the stack of crocheted fedoras, sighs, and puts on his hat.
Perry!
Yes, I know I could count on you. See you tomorrow, Agent P.
KARL runs off screen, only to return moments later.
Cheese or pepperoni?
Perry holds up 2 fingers.
Got
Nice.
And
End of Act 1.
We're taking an intermission.
I think we should just keep going through, don't you think? Or do you think?
Sure. We are expecting pizza very soon.
Yeah. So, y'all can vote for what you want. We can either have an intermission or we can just proceed right into Act 2. We did order a pizza that might be coming during the read-through.
What if we took a short intermission to get some fan theories in the
Yes,
comments?
let's take a short intermission. Let's take a 5-minute intermission to get some fan
Hold on.
theories.
Pizza was apparently delivered 20 minutes ago.
What?
Oh.
Did they just leave it outside the
I
door?
don't know.
I didn't see.
I'll go check.
Oh.
The
They didn't
pizza
ring the
might
doorbell.
already be here, but in the meantime, drop your fan
Apparently
theories.
my phone was ringing.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
HP. We're getting a lot of support in the comments.
That's good.
Yay. Love
Well,
that.
let's make it. Also, Andrew, I didn't know if you knew how to play this, but for those of you who didn't know what he was playing, he was playing.
No pizza.
No pizza?
Could it have been delivered to the other number 3? Usually stuff that gets delivered here gets delivered to the other number 3.
The front one?
Can we
Alex,
check?
you want to go
Yeah,
check?
you don't leave it if no one answers the door.
Should I call back?
If it's not at the door, should we just ring their doorbell and be like, hey, did you guys get a pizza?
I feel like. When did you order the pizza?
I got a text from the delivery driver 20 minutes ago saying that the driver's here, and I just didn't see it because I
He
didn't.
probably left. We can worry about it later.
I'll read some highlight comments here. Reflective Socks says, smuggled his phone in, but not the form. Way to go, Monogram.
Thoughts of an Anon says, wow, Perry seems to be off to a great retirement. I hope nothing happens to mess it up. And Jonathan Hallman says, this still going? They look like so tired.
Okay. Look, you may be right. We might be tired because
We've had a pretty big last couple of days, to be fair.
we did have a pretty busy day. Yesterday we went to Disney Television Animation.
No, 2 days ago.
That was 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Oh.
What a wild time it's been.
Anyway, thank you for bearing with us while we figure out this this pizza fiasco.
Oh, we've got our first fan theory.
Ooh.
Thoughts of an Anon says, Duke's old mentor returns, revealing it was he who killed the agent's parents.
Ah.
Ooh.
Okay, interesting.
Jumpy Doll says, I sent Zach a soundbite of my attempt at a Perry noise.
That's KO.
Oh, okay.
Let's make a decision. Are we calling the pizza place now or are we calling them afterwards?
I think we should save it for after the stream.
Okay, cool. And just be
Yeah.
like, hey, we just told them you said that you delivered it to us, but we didn't get it. Yeah, that's
Well, I
easy.
don't know if they delivered it. They might have just went back to the pizza place.
Okay, then we figured out then.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
I just don't want to get
We
charged
can keep the
twice
stream
for
rolling
it.
as we go to the
Like,
pizza
$50.
place after this.
Another fan theory from Peter Pepsi. Swampy Marsh, the real man, walks in, and it was him all along.
Swampy Marsh cameo.
What if Swampy Marsh had the pizza?
Now people are speculating fan theories for the case of the missing pizza.
We're really having our own saga here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this
let's
is
just-
2 stories in one.
I say let's just keep it rolling.
Let's go. Let's go.
Act 2, baby! Interior, Mamma Mia Pizzeria the next day. Sophia is loading boxes of pizza into Carl's arms.
As I mentioned yesterday, it's National Pool Party Day, so we've got a lot of morning deliveries. Be back around 3 for the afternoon deliveries.
You got it, Sophia. Anything else?
Yeah, who's your friend?
She points to Perry, who stands off to the side in a baseball hat, overalls, and sunglasses. The same outfit Carl wears in Undercover Carl.
He's my little brother, and I have to watch him today.
Perry pulls out a lollipop and begins licking it.
Okay, well, your car's in the back parking lot. Have fun, you two.
Exterior, Googleplex Mall, minutes later. Sophia points to a car with a little Italian man on top, throwing a pizza in the air. The car's doors are painted with the text, Mamma Mia Pizzeria, Pepperoni, Mamma Mia. Carl and Perry climb into the car and Perry removes his disguise.
All right, time to deliver some justice. I mean pizzas.
Exterior, streets of Danville, moments later. Montage, Carl and Perry deliver pizzas with various slapstick gags. Well, the job isn't easy, it's a little too cheesy, it's a little too meaty for me. But everyone shouts hooray, 'cause it's pool party day, and the pizza's only $9.93. I deliver the pies, and I do it alright. Sometimes my sidekick and I sneak a bite. Mr. Jones didn't tip me, some dog wants to rip me apart in the driveway. Trying not to drop 'em, trying not to swap 'em. Sophia's counting on us, we made her a promise. Mrs. Smith is turning red 'cause I forgot her garlic bread.
Sorry.
Aside from that, we did okay. Delivering perfect pizza pies to people on this pool party day.
Nice alliteration.
And I'm not even thinking about how Major Monogram is in jail. Montage gags include, thank you. Carl knocks on the door of several Danville citizens who happily hand Carl wads of cash as they swap out pizzas. Carl counts them to see if there's a tip, then frowns as the door is slammed in his face. Carl drives, smiling while Perry rolls his eyes. Carl rings the doorbell, turns around and sees a vicious bulldog. The bulldog chases him around the backyard as he screams, still carrying the pizzas. Carl makes his way to a backyard and drops the pizzas off at a table. Buford does a cannonball into a pool, drenching Carl. Carl knocks and gets no answer, so he slides the pizza through the mail slot. Carl and Perry clink their own pizza slices together and enjoy their lunch. End of montage. Interior, Mamma Mia Pizzeria. Hours later, Sophia hands him more boxes of pizza. Carl walks off.
Well done, Carl. Be sure to be back at 6 for the dinner rush.
Interior delivery car continuous. Perry stares out the window as Carl drives. Jazz music plays.
I gotta say, this is going really well so far. It's been a hoot and a half. Right, H&P?
He rolls his eyes at Carl.
I know. We haven't been able to make it to Alka yet, but In my defense, I totally forgot it was National Pool Party Day. It's like a holiday for pizza
The
places.
same heavenly choral note is heard.
We'll just swing by later tonight when we make the night deliveries.
Perry turns and gives him a look that says, "Really?" And then they turn the page of their scripts.
Okay, maybe you didn't have to be with me all day, but I appreciate the company. This job seems like it could get lonely after a while. Anything I can do to make the rest of the day easier for you?
Perry points to the radio.
You want to change the music? Sure, be my guest.
Perry turns the radio to an aggressively loud punk band that is screaming at the top of their lungs. He sighs and closes his eyes as Carl drives.
Didn't think you'd be into this kind of stuff. It's cool. Totally cool with me. Definitely sounds like music and not the devil screaming on the toilet.
Exterior, dark, mysterious building. Minutes later, Carl parks on the sidewalk outside of a spooky, mansion-like building. Lightning strikes it and bats fly out of it.
Well, this is it. Our final mid-afternoon delivery destination. Let's get going.
Perry is shook, his eyes wide. He stays in the car.
Come on, Agent P, we gotta go. This place give you the creeps or something?
Perry holds up a photo of an evil scientist in a lab coat with gray, fizzy hair and dark-tinted glasses. He points to the building.
Dr. MORONOBERG, your new nemesis? He lives here?
Perry nods.
Okay, well, just stay in the car. If I need you, I'll scream. That work?
Long pause. Perry finally gives him a thumbs up.
Huh, great. Wish me luck.
Carl closes the door and heads in. Interior, MORONOBERG Evil Enterprises. Continuous. The lair is covered in cobwebs, tables, gadgets, and destroyed machines. The color scheme is a dark green. Dr. MORONOBERG's shadow is seen as he bellows an evil laugh, and he speaks with a New York accent as lightning and electrical flashes spark around him.
Man, this show is hilarious. I should watch it more often.
Reveal, MORONOBERG is sitting on a couch with popcorn watching TV.
It's a horse in a bookcase.
This horse is in a bookcase. Wow.
The doorbell rings and he rolls his eyes as he gets up.
Oh, I literally just sat down. Okay, come here.
He answers the door and Carl stands there with a pizza.
Hi, one large pepperoni and onion pizza for Mr. MORONOBERG.
Hey, Dr. MORONOBERG. I got a PhD in everything. Show some respect on the MORONOBERG name.
Absolutely, sir.
Okay, come on in, kid. You know, I left my cash in the junk drawer. You know, one thing about me, I always tip, kid. I may be evil, but I'm not a monster.
Oh, wow, that's surprising, actually. I haven't gotten very many tips today.
No, I feel you. Boomers?
How'd you know?
Yeah, I'm somewhat of a boomer myself. I make all these evil devices, and then my new nemesis comes in and makes them all go boom! And I'm like, hey, why'd you do that?
Interesting.
Carl takes in the surroundings as Dr. MORONOBERG gets to his junk drawer.
Yeah, it's gotta be in here somewhere. I mean, I have all these charges, but I have no idea what they go to. You know how annoying that is?
Oh, So,
Yeah.
what exactly are you working on today?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. Today, as I'm sure you're aware, is National Pool Party Day. But I hate pool parties. Mainly because when I was growing up on Long Island, my parents never let me... She's from Long Island. My parents never let me go to any. I think they were scared of chlorine or something, I don't know. Which leads me to
He
this.
removes a tarp from a machine. It's a flying saucer-esque gadget with a propeller underneath and holes on the side.
My rain razor! With the push of a button, I'm gonna make this thing fly all over Danville, and those holes are gonna spurt rain out, making it rain and strike lightning all over the tri-state area, thus ruining people's pool parties.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this will be just what I need to get into Love Muffin.
Love Muffin? I mean, what's Love Muffin?
Oh yeah, it's the League of Villainous Evildoers Maniacally United for Frightening Investments and Naughtiness. I realize it sounds kind of sissy when I say with no context. We're usually up against that Alka, but I heard that agency went underwater. Oh my gosh, that pun was so not intentional. Oh, I wish someone had filmed that.
He grabs a remote control device.
Yeah. You may want to back up, kid. This thing's about to go splooshy all over the city.
He clicks a button and the sunroof on his house begins to open up as his rain razor rises into the air.
Yeah.
Carl backs up but trips on a cord and falls
Whoa!
over. As he falls, his pizzeria hat falls out.
Whoa!
Hey, I knows you. You're that intern from the Alka. Dang, why do I only recognize you without the hat? You're going down, kid.
He pushes a button and the rain razor begins to follow Carl around, raining on him and almost striking him with lightning.
Yeah, hold still, kid. I'm not good at aiming this thing.
Agent P!
Perry is listening to the intense music, sleeping.
Agent P!
He wakes up, looks in the sky, and sees the rain razor. His jaw drops, and he immediately leaves the car. MORONOBERG is still trying to fight Carl, who is using the pizza box to cover himself from the rain.
Ha! You're using the mozzarella as an umbrella. Dang, I'm good.
Perry kicks down his door and strikes a pose.
Perry the Platypus? What are you doing here? I saw you yesterday. Ugh, why are you obsessed with me?
Perry slides under a table to Carl, who is still hiding under the pizza box.
All right, Agent P. What's the plan?
I can still hear you guys, you know.
Perry points to himself, then MORONOBERG, then to Carl and the rain razor.
You take him down, I'll take down the rain razor. Got it.
Perry runs up to MORONOBERG, jumps, and kicks him in the face. Carl takes the pizza box and begins swinging it at the rain razor, but he's too short.
It's too high off the ground! Okay, Carl, think.
He opens the pizza box and evaluates it.
Okay. Pepperoni, onions, dough. Pepperoni, onions, and dough.
He looks up at the rain razor and sees the holes on the side. His eyes light up.
Pepperoni!
He begins picking off the pepperoni slices and flinging them into the air. The pepperoni slices and sticky mozzarella land in front of the holes, sticking to the device and plugging up the holes. He throws them until all the holes are covered.
Hey, don't plug up those holes. That's like a key part of how this thing works.
MORONOBERG is pinned to the ground by Perry.
Ah!
Onions!
Carl slides over to MORONOBERG, picks out the onions and places them under his eyes.
Ah!
The tears make him start to cry.
Ah, Mama! Mama, I'm sorry, Mama! Where did that come from?
And dough!
Carl flings the pizza dough up in the air exactly as he did earlier in this episode. The pizza dough gets caught in the propeller, jamming it, and the entire device comes crashing to the ground.
Oh, that is so not fair!
Perry gets off MORONOBERG right as the device crashes on him. The rain razor shatters as it lands on his head, and he is knocked out cold. Carl slides, grabs the pizza box, and holds it up proudly to the sky, a la Bob's Big Boy.
Pepperoni! Mamma mia!
Perry claps for him. They abandon MORONOBERG.
Ow, that hurt! Don't do that again, Perry the Platypus. That was so mean. Why would you do it like that?
Exterior Alga headquarters, late afternoon. Carl pulls up to the curb outside the building and parks the car. He gulps.
Gulp? Alright, I guess we're here. Going in now to join everyone else that definitely still works here. Totally not scared the government is gonna yell at me if I walk inside these headquarters.
He exits the car and begins to walk towards the building, and Perry jumps out too.
Wait, no, don't follow me!
Perry's taken aback by Carl's sudden outburst. He begins sweating and smiling nervously.
I don't want to spoil the decorations. They're a surprise. Also, do me a favor and anyone shows up to seek revenge on us, like MORONOBERG or the Regurgitator or the government. Honk the horn to warn me, okay?
Perry rolls his eyes and gets back in the car.
Thanks, Agent P.
Carl gives him a thumbs up as he grabs a pizza box. Perry's hands dangles with his ID with a raised brow.
Oh, right, the ID. Thanks.
Perry looks at the pizza box, then Carl, and blinks.
They, were in the mood for pizza today? Be back in a bit!
Carl runs after the headquarters as fast as he can. Perry looks on from the car and raises an eyebrow. He shrugs and then closes his eyes as he keeps playing the ear-damaging music. At the front door, Carl bends down to find a dusty key under the doormat. He blows it off, dust gets in his face, and he coughs. He unlocks the door and runs in. Interior Alga headquarters. Moments later, Carl is sneaking up against walls like a ninja, holding a flashlight in his mouth and the pizza box in his hand. Eventually, he walks up to a door that says, "Top secret information for humans only except interns. Pay no attention to this sign, Carl."
I never noticed that.
And Carl opens the door and sees a bunch of stacks of papers and boxes. He swings his head to see a box labeled, "At least 21 years ago." And Carl jumps up excitedly.
Good catch, Carl.
Carl kneels and begins to sort through files. He finds the original photo and examines it closely. The duffel bags indeed read, Pavin Marsh bags. Carl makes a mental note of this with a takes it and keeps searching. One paper sticking out gives him a paper cut, causing him to wince. But then he picks up the file. It has a photo of 2 silhouetted, blurry headshots holding blurry pets with a label reading, "Pet shop owners gone missing. Top priority. Don't forget to find these people." KARL gasps. Then looks both ways. He places the 2 photographs in the empty pizza box as he runs off. As he runs past a cubicle, he grabs a bundle of balloons tied to it.
Oh, how convenient.
Exterior Alka headquarters continuous. KARL runs to the car with the balloons and throws the pizza box and balloons in the trunk. Perry points to the pizza box as KARL hops in.
Oh, the other Agent P didn't want the bacon, ham, salami pizza. Something about it reminding him of his brother.
Perry's stomach rumbles as he looks back at the pizza, his mouth salivating. KARL steps on it, and the vehicle takes off. Perry reaches to grab the pizza when KARL slaps his hand.
Don't eat that! We're getting slushy dogs.
Exterior jail, moments later. KARL pulls up to the security entrance to the jail and rolls down the window. Perry is shook.
Name?
Carl, visiting an inmate.
Alright, who are you here to see?
I'm here for Francis
He holds up the sounding monogram as Perry locks eyes with him. His eyebrows furrowing. KARL starts nervously.
Oh, great, you're here to see Francis Ma? Great, are you delivering the pizza he ordered for his birthday? We like him, so we give him special treats. He does card tricks for us.
Yeah! Francis Ma, absolutely.
Alright, come on in, come on in.
He races the gate and KARL drives in. Perry looks at KARL, suspicious.
This will only be a second, Agent P. Just do me a favor and wait in the car again.
Perry rolls his eyes and crosses his arms. KARL parks, grabs the pizza box and the bag of slushy dogs, and leaves the car. Perry blasts his loud music once again as KARL runs off. Perry eyes him and scratches his head. Interior jail visiting room later that day. Monogram sits on the other side of the glass as KARL rambles on and on, listening on the telephone. He's acting like a kid at Christmas. The 2 are eating slushy dogs.
And then the pizza went up in the sky, and I struck the pose and said the line and felt like such a hero. Oh, and the pepperoni!
Well, it sounds like you had quite the time taking down evil.
Also, I now need to set up a retirement party for Agent P.
Take them to an escape room. With their fedoras, they'll be out in seconds. Might break a record.
KARL clears his throat to sound mysterious.
That's not all, because we found a critical piece of evidence that could assist us.
He shows Monogram, the photo.
Is that?
The missing owners of the pet shop that Alka took the agents from.
Frick, Mugly! What are you saying?
I'm saying if someone could find these people, they could be just who you need to get answers and prove your innocence.
KARL, you can't be that obvious. There's a good chance they're pretty upset and potentially out to seek vengeance. Your next step is to befriend this family and figure out what their deal with us is.
KARL shakes his head.
Wait, what?
Start by finding out the name of the pet shop.
Major Monogram, wait, you said I only had to do this for one day.
No, I said one mission. You need to work on your listening, KARL. Sorry, but you need to help me find that form. Sorry, you need me to sign that form, and I need you to help me.
It's due next week.
And you have 1 week left.
But I can't keep lying to Agent P.
He's a secret agent. He can handle it once he knows the truth.
I don't know what the truth is, sir. How do you even know about this?
Monogram remains silent.
You didn't know about this, right?
KARL, there's not much time. Do what you have to do to find that family and learn their story. If they don't like us, if they like us, they can help us. If they don't, keep them as far away as possible.
Your time is up, kid.
Gotta go, KARL. I'm counting on you, and thank you. Monogram out.
Monogram is escorted back to his cell, and he begins to play a sad harmonica tune.
Hey, are you here to see me? I'm Francis Ma.
KARL sighs and exits. Interior Mamma Mia Pizzeria. Evening. Sophia sits across from KARL, checking off boxes on her list. Perry stands off to the side, back in his disguise. Sophia, it's your line.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And done. All pizzas delivered for the morning, afternoon, and evening shift. Congratulations, KARL.
you.
You've passed your pizza delivery assessment. Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much, Sophia. You won't believe the day we had.
She sticks out her hand. Karl stands up to eagerly shake it. As he stands up, the car keys fall out of his pocket. Slow motion. Perry eyes the keys falling and swiftly turns around and catches the keys with his tail just before they hit the ground. He pockets the keys, and Karl doesn't notice.
No.
End of slow motion.
Thank you once again.
Now, there's a little bit of a tradition we have for new employees, so you'll have to follow me.
Karl and Perry follow Sophia, who turns around.
Actually, I'm sorry, Karl, but this is for employees' eyes only. Your brother's gonna have to wait out here.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry, Agent Peter.
Perry rolls his eyes and sits at a table. He plugs in headphones, and we faintly hear the same loud music as before. Sophia leads Karl to the door labeled Employees Only.
Forgive the mess. We recently celebrated our 20th anniversary, and the decorations are still everywhere.
No worries.
She opens the door and leads him in. Perry looks both ways, then runs out of the front door into the mall. Interior, secret employee room, continuous. Karl walks into the dimly lit room. It's covered in framed, silhouetted photos. She begins going through the desk drawers.
So, what made your family go into the pizza business?
Well, it's actually a sad story. Our old family business went under years ago, and we had to start from scratch in a brand new market. As much as I love pizza, it was never really our family's dream.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What did your family used to do?
She sits down in a swivel chair and faces Karl.
We used to run a pet shop.
Karl freezes in place, and his eyes go wide.
Get the lights, will you?
Karl turns on the lights to reveal all the silhouettes in the frames are photos of Sophia's parents and a young Sophia holding an assortment of pets, including a male and female platypus. The female one has eyelashes.
Happy International Women's Day.
Years ago, some strangers stole all of our newborn pets and murdered all of the parents. We were able to escape before the bad guys could get to us. So we moved to the other side of the tri-state area, changed names, and started over.
Oh, wow, that is awful. Truly awful. Do you know who may have done this horrible thing?
No, we were never able to figure out who completely destroyed my family's life. But we're looking.
Sophia!
Oh, hey Mom, just giving the new guy the history of the place.
Sophia's mom steps into the room and Karl gasps. His brain flashes the image of one of the blurry pet shop owner's silhouettes, only for his eyes to flash back to the present. The silhouette matches Sophia's mother perfectly.
Make sure he knows what he's getting into.
Getting into?
Exterior parking lot at the same time. Harry runs up to the pizza car and unlocks the car. He opens the trunk and pulls out the pizza box. He raises the lid of it and pulls out the photo of Sophia's parents. He examines it closely. As his eyes run from side to side, they immediately pop wide open as he looks at Sophia's parents. Perry pulls out his own photograph from his hat and sees a photo of the same two platypuses previously seen. His parents. In the background of the photo is the same silhouette. Perry's jaw drops. He turns away and leans against the car and slides down it. Thunder is heard, and it starts to rain on him. He places both photographs in his hat as a single tear fills his eye. After it falls to the ground, he curls up into a ball, buries his face in his arms, and starts crying. At the next thunder strike, he lifts his eyes up with determination. Only one word is on his mind: vengeance. He stands up and screams to the sky. Lightning and thunder strike one more time. Interior secret employee room, continuous.
Well, one of the reasons why we're so short-staffed is actually because not many employees decide to stay on after we tell them this. Can we trust you, Karl?
I think so.
Well, that's great. Because you see, not only will you be making and delivering pizzas for us, but half the time...
She reaches into a drawer and pulls out a bunch of spy equipment, which she drops into Karl's shaking hands.
You'll be trying to help us find the perpetrators of this awful act by using the latest spying and research technology.
Oh, wow, that is a big commitment. I'm happy to do it, obviously.
That's good.
And what's your happen theoretically once you find the people who were involved with this horrible tragedy. Would you want to talk to them, confront them, maybe provide evidence for them to prove their innocence?
Don't be silly, Carl.
She pulls out a huge gun-style weapon.
We're gonna kill them.
Carl's jaw drops, and he promptly faints.
But don't worry, Julian is not actually dead.
Yes, I am.
That was a little bit of movie magic, folks.
How did we do it? Anyway, that was Karl the Pizzeria. One more time, a roll call for our Agent Grabowski, Ben Cross, everybody! Our Sophia and Perry the Platypus, Amber Penn! Our musician and stage directions, Alex Melrose! Our major monogram, Andrew Grabowski! And finally, the man with the plan at the pizzeria, Julia McElheron as KARL.
And the writer himself,
And Dr. MORONOBERG.
Zach Timson!
Thank you all for joining. This was fun. Episode 2 coming next week. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I want it on my desk by tomorrow morning.
How do we stop the stream? I don't know an official way to do
Play
it.
us out, Alex.
Wait, Alex, one more time for those who missed it. Play the original song that you and I wrote for this episode.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll end it there.
Theme song.
Are you gonna harmonize with me?
I don't know the harmonies. I just helped with the lyrics.
Okay, sure. All right, here we go. I don't remember all the lyrics either. Anyway, here we go. Well, the job isn't easy. It's a little too cheesy. It's a little too meaty for me. But everyone shouts hooray 'cause it's pool party day and the pizza's only $9.93. I deliver the pies and I do it all right. Sometimes my sidekick and I sneak a bite. Mr. Johnson and Timmy, some guy wants to rip me apart the driveway. Don't cloud the quintuplets then. Trying not to drop 'em, trying not to swap 'em. Sophia's counting on us. We made her a promise. Mrs. Smith is turning red 'cause I forgot her garlic bread.
Sorry.
Aside from that, we did okay. Delivering perfect pizza pies to people on this pool party day.
Nice alliteration.
And I'm not even thinking about how major monogram is in jail.
Thanks for watching,
Yay!
everybody! Ben, can you turn it off because you're on the other side?
Don't tell Disney we did this.